Hey everyone, Dark Magician of Team Sorcerers here, and even though it's currently really warm and sunny, it'll probably be November by the time you're watching this. What can I say? More dedication to this series. This is a very short Robot Wars What If. Yeah, I still haven't thought of any Yu-Gi-Oh! What Ifs at the time of recording this. But yeah, this one is another one about Firestorm. And it's one about the third All-Stars tournament. The one that was at the end of Series 7. Oh, you might remember this, but Firestorm, Panic Attack, Bigger Brother and Cat 3 all attacked the house robots rather than went for each other. I think Shunt got flipped over, then they ganged up on Cassius Chrome. It was incredible. I mean, it does make you wonder who would have won if it went to the judges. I reckon Firestorm 5 definitely would have, but even more so, I want to talk about what would have happened if Firestorm didn't crash dive into the pit, which is basically the point of this video. I was rooting for Firestorm to win the whole thing, since it's the main favourite robot that was left in Robot Wars at the time, because Razor and Hypnodisc didn't come back. So yeah, what if Firestorm didn't nosedive into the pit? Well, things would have happened just more or less the same. Actually, Bigger Brother sort of went in the pit as well. I don't know if it was by accident or whether it was deliberate. But regardless, I don't know whether or not Bigger Brother would have gone through, because, oh, excuse me, I feel like if it did go to the judges, Firestorm would have definitely gone through and done enough, because it did attack Panic Attack at one point, shove it around. Bigger Brother just didn't bother flipping anyone. Well, maybe it gave Cat 3 a little flip, but that was it. Panic Attack didn't do anything to anyone except Cassius Chrome. But there was also a point where Cat 3 attacked Bigger Brother with its axe and left a nice hole in it. Although it was claimed that they were aiming for Refbot, but I don't know. I feel like based on this, I think Cat 3 would have still gone through, but Firestorm would have gone through instead, based on what I just talked about. And then the other All-Stars fight would have played out the same way, with Danton Kier flipping Beowulf and King Bee Powerworks out. So this would mean that there'd be a rematch between Firestorm and Danton Kier, but so yeah, it's quite funny that it's a rematch from the previous All-Stars tournament, but I'm not convinced that Danton Kier would win this. I mean, it would put up a fight, but it would go more or less the same as the other fights. So I reckon Firestorm would either win on a judge's decision, or Danton Kier would break down again. Yeah, it's another of those robots that tends to mysteriously break down. I mean, it did against S3, it did against Firestorm in their first encounter, it did against Terahertz, and then it did against Pussycat in this All-Stars tournament in the real timeline. So yeah, Firestorm would go through to the All-Stars final again. Meanwhile, Pussycat would beat Cat 3, and then the final would be a rematch from the 5th Wars. But Pussycat, once again, has no chance, unfortunately. Can't really do any damage. To Firestorm, and yeah, it would just literally play out the same way as their other encounter, with Firestorm 5 winning the All-Stars tournament. Of course, for the sake of argument, had Panic Attack or Bigger Brother gone through instead of Cat 3, like, they would have ultimately lost to Firestorm as well anyway. So yeah, that's that basically. But yeah, it is a shame that it didn't, but at least Firestorm did win. What was it? The Commonwealth Carnage tournament, so at least it did win something in its time. But yeah, that's just what I think would happen, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.